Yeah.
Welcome to the Bullard Aquatic Center. I'm Adrian Lovino alongside Heather Marquez, and we're here for the Bullard Knights taking on the Edison Tigers. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the booth. Heather, this will be a sure great matchup. What do you think we can expect here today?
Well, Edison is a huge rival of Bullard, so I think it's going to be a good competition. They've seen each other, I think, once this year as they take off down the pool.
And we're underway. Quickly won by Michael Wheel. Gets sent around to Malcolm Wanless. Wanless looking around. Gets dunked down. Wanless goes to Damian Young. Gets taken away from Bullard. Bullard send it back to their goalkeeper. In a rivalry game like this, Heather, do you look for a quick start? What are you looking for here?
Well, right off the bat, you're looking for the team to take control. Edison won possession to start off, but Bullard took it away pretty quickly. And now we just turned it over again. So a lot of possession changes already. You just want to see that one team come out strong.
Ball sent around to Seth Freeman. Foul called against Bullard. Edison will keep possession. Pass to Michael Wheel. Wheel gets there. Looks around. Sends it to Damian Young. Young battling. Hits the crossbar. Gets saved again by Coleman. Coleman sends it down to Woodward. Ball dipped into Samato, and it goes in.
Nice shot.
So Bullard takes a quick 1-0 lead. Bullard is in the blue caps. Edison in the white caps with the black numbers. Bullard up 1-0 early at the Bullard Aquatic Center. Crumpy. Send it to Capitan. Foul called against Bullard. Gets taken away, but the Knights take it away.
Looks like Fabian just snatched it right out of the air there on that pass.
Ball
and
Peterson.
Bad pass turns it over again.
Edison looking to break. Freeman looking around for a teammate. We'll send it to Capitan. Capitan, restart play. Wheel will send it to Young. Bullard with a great defense, taking it away. Ball sent to Tobin Williams. Williams will go around to Butler. Butler sends it to Kazazian. Woodward surveying. Getting held up by Seth Freeman. Edison will win the ball back. McIntyre gives it a Wheel. Wheel pressed it into Crumpy.
You can see how many times they've turned it over right down there in front of the cage.
Woodward looking down the line. Passing to Patton. It's taken away by the Tigers. If you're Edison right here and you're losing the possession, do you look to calm it down or just keep on playing, stick to your game plan?
Yeah, they can't force it. They're trying to force the ball into the middle in front of the cage, and it's just jammed up there. There's a lot of guys that keep getting the ball taken away.
Ball sent around Freeman.
They had Bullard had an ejection, so they're in a man-up situation.
Hits the post. Patton will come out after the ejection. Pressure inside Crumpy. Was one looking to get tie this game up. Can't. Bullard looking to break. Samano trying to get a shot off. Does it, but it's saved by McIntyre. McIntyre looking around. Capitan gets fouled. Samano was the one who committed it. Capitan. Give it to Wanless. That's Capitan. Capitan takes a shot from long distance, but it's saved by Coleman. Coleman looking to start the break. This will be Woodward. Peterson gets held off. Huge opportunity to miss, right, Heather?
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. It looks like he blew that. It was a 1-0. He had open water. I think sometimes you try and pick up the ball. It's not gonna work. You have to almost just knock it off the water. You don't have a lot of time there.
When you're in that situation, is it one of those things where on camera it looks easy, but in person everything's went through your mind?
Yeah.
So another ejection for Bullard. You see Patton coming off once more. Ball sent to PT.
Now that's his second one. 4 and he's out for the game.
Wanless goes over the net. Coleman is there to block it over.
The goalie's allowed to hit it out. So they'll keep possession, Edison will.
Looking to take advantage of the man opportunity. There, go up once again, off the post. Once again for the Tigers. Coleman. To Samano. Samano with water in front of him. Take advantage. Go to Williams. Tobin Williams sends it to Peterson. Ball goes just wide.
Nice backhand.
Under a minute remaining. In case you're just joining us, Bullard with a 1-0 lead. Bullard in the blue caps, Edison in the white. Chance coming for Edison. The ejection for Bullard. This will be Samano. Tigers looking to capitalize. Sends it around. Foul gets Bullard. Shot taken. Off the crossbar.
So it's okay. Normally, it's not okay to shoot off of your free throw after you've been fouled. But if you're outside the 5 meter and you get fouled, if you pick it up and shoot it immediately, they allow that. Looks like he was trying to catch him off guard. And
foul against Edson. And that'll be it in the first period. Bullard up 1-0. What'd you see at this first period?
Well, I see Edison's big downfall right now is their shooting percentage. I mean, they haven't put one away. We've seen a few go to the crossbar. Very few have actually been blocked.
Has it one of those things where it's just unlucky for them?
I don't know. You know, they were taking some from the outside. At first, they were trying to force it on the inside, and they were getting the ball turned over. At that point, it looks like they realized they're going to have to take some outside shots. And, you know, that just comes from practice and getting good from the around the perimeter.
Bullard haven't had that many opportunities, really. but they're up 1-0. What do you think you do here if you're Bullard? Keep on playing your game or just look for more chances?
Yeah, they look like they. If you look at the turnovers and the Bullard's really good at anticipating the turnover or getting the steal. I believe Bullard has had a few fast breaks on their turnovers, and those have been their big opportunities. Some missed, but the ejections will kill them if Edison starts hitting those shots. They've had 3 ejections so far to Edison's 0. Usually that's you count those ejections as a goal. Edison hasn't been able to capitalize off any of those.
In case you're just joining us, we're on CMAX Sports as well as AT&T and Comcast. I'm Adrian Lovino alongside Heather Marquez. Looks to be getting shortly underway. Welcome back. I'm Adrian Lovin alongside Heather Marquez, CMAX Sports, as well as on Comcast and AT&T. We're here at the Bullard Aquatic Center, where Bullard's up 1-0 over Edison. Edison is currently in 3rd place in the Division III standings, while Bullard sits in 4th in the Division I standings. Both teams obviously looking for a huge win in the CMAX standings. Bullard in 1st place, while Edison's in 3rd. It's a huge game for Edison. They can win this one. Bullard is currently undefeated at 5-0. In the CMAC. As we get back underway. Edison will start. Quick foul. Looking to send it in to Young. Gets taken away by the Knights. Coleman will lay it off to Peterson. Ball goes around. Goes inside now. Knight gets dunked. Sayin on the ball for the Knights.
So they called a timeout to get set up. It's almost worth using your timeouts. Like I said earlier, Edison has had 3 man-up situations and hasn't turned any of those or converted any of those into a goal. Bullard has decided, the Bullard coach, Coach Spear, has decided to take a timeout to let his guys get set up now that Edison player has been ejected. Let's see if they can capitalize off this.
Huge. Right there, we just said capitalizing off this opportunity. Can the Knights do it? They go out to Peterson. A shot taken by Williams. Tobin Williams scores the 2nd goal of the evening. What'd you see that Tobin Williams strike?
Say again?
What'd you see that Tobin Williams throw for the goal?
Oh, good. I mean, it was amazing. Did you see how high he got up out of the water? Put it right in the corner there.
Tigers down 2-0. Looking to create. Capadian trying to work around his defender. Looking around. Sends it to Crumpy. Crumpy going from distance. Off the crossbar. Coleman will send it out to Williams. Foul call on Crumpy. Bullard with 10 seconds remaining in the shot clock. Opportunity, and floats it over McIntyre.
Nice lob shot.
Right?
Those are tough to get.
What a goal for Bullard.
As a goalie, tough to read.
Austin Peterson putting his name on the score sheet. How much skill is needed for those lob shots? Just time it perfectly.
Really, I look at it from a goalie perspective.
Uh-huh.
The timing has to be perfect. I mean, obviously, the longer wingspan you have, the easier it is to reach up and get those, but it's tough.
Peterson calls for the foul. Tigers with Damian Young. Young gets a shot off, skips away. Knights regain possession. Looks like to reset. Ball goes to Samano. Samano sends it inside of Peterson. Peterson will send it back. Ball gets taken away. Tigers looking to break. Young on the ball. Gets fouled by Williams. .11 seconds on the shot clock for the Tigers. Well sent. Check. Woodward. Stuff it up. Sends it out to Prigozhin. Peterson gets fouled. Regain possession for the Knights. Knights looking to create. Sayin sends it to Peterson. Peterson can't turn, gets taken on by Young. Esteban Cervantes gets his teammate Seth Freeman. Freeman trying to get back up, trying to get under. Tobin Williams gets whistled on the call. Knights breaking. Peterson, 1v1, gets saved by McIntyre.
Nice little tip there.
Another 1v1 opportunity missed for the Knights. We're looking at their fourth goal. Peterson gets it
There they go.
as the Knights get one more on the scoreboard. Going up 4-0 in the second quarter. 3 minutes remaining. Some subs will come on the Knights. How huge is it to have a great rotation of players coming in and out and making sure that they keep the mentality, and keep the momentum going?
Yeah, it's really a fine line. You have to make sure that you're subbing in for the right positions and the right people to cover the right spots.
Woodward making his way down the pool. Another lob shot that just stays out as McIntyre covered the ground. Looks to be an ejection against the Knights. Cameron Butler was the one that went off for Bullard. Tigers with a chance to mount any sort of momentum. Ball center on Marcasian. Gets saved by Coleman.
That's a tough shot to make down on that deep wing. If the goalie cuts off the angle there, you really can't do anything but a lob.
Mm-hmm.
You know, left-handed people have a better advantage over there.
Ball sent down to Woodward. Peterson looks to be having it. Gets fouled. It's ejection for the Tigers. Bullard making quick work of it, and they score. Peterson again. 5-0 Knights. Tigers have absolutely no answer for the night so far. You're down 5-0. You're the Tigers. What's going through your mind right now?
They just need to put the ball in the goal.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I believe that watching this, that Edison has taken more shots than Bullard. Yet they're just not putting it away.
Is it one of those things where they have the high shots, but not from the great positions?
I've seen it, off center, a lot of crossbars, hitting the posts. There haven't even been a lot of saves by the goalies.
Peterson again with the flashy shot, but goes straight to McIntyre. And what a game Peterson's having this evening. Whistle against the Knights. Ball sent in Damian Young. Young couldn't keep possession. Colwyn quickly to Woodward. Peterson gets held off. Another lob shot, but goes just over. 30 seconds remaining. Young takes a shot. Gets blocked away by Coleman. Just looking at the clock. 5 seconds remaining. Wastes as much time as he can. Sends it long. Takes a shot. Gets stuffed by Zachariah McIntyre. So then the second period. Knights up 5-0 over the Tigers. Tigers walking over, absolutely confused and stunned at the scoreline right now. What do you tell the teams right here? If you're Bullard, what do you tell your team to keep on doing?
Keep doing what they're doing. They're doing a great job. You have some real great leaders in the pool. Who's that? Austin Peterson. He's having a great game. Just keep feeding the ball. You know, they've had a few times where they're forcing the ball in the middle, got it turned over. But once they realize, hey, we have to take those outside shots, we have to get those quick shots off, they've done a lot better. They've been able to put those away, especially with the counterattack.
Steve Spears' team up 5-0. And if you're Ben Wright for Edison Tigers, what do you tell your team right now?
You need to put the ball in the cage. I mean, their shooting percentage at this point, 0.
Yeah.
I mean, but they've taken so many.
Is one of those things where you're trying to work on counters, or are you just trying to work on trying to create 1v1 situations, or what are you trying to do? Set your offense?
Their offense is set up. They're taking at first, when the game first started, they were trying to force the ball in the middle. And as you can see, Bullard's just crashing on that center. They don't want the ball coming off from the middle center of the cage. But on the outside, I can see that Bullard is not worried about their outside shots, about Edison's outside shots, as they shouldn't be. They haven't proven themselves yet. So Bullard's just going to crash all day. They're going to fall back and shut down that inside shot, the shot coming off from the hole, and let him take a shot from the outside. I would do that. I'd say you haven't shown me that any of you can put that ball away from out there.
That's exactly what you're saying. I mean, Bullards have keep on crashing because what else can Edison do? They can't force it in. Their shots from distance and outside haven't amounted to much. Yes, they've hit the post and crossbar, but it's been one of those nights where just keep on doing what you're doing if you're Bullard, because Edison can't do anything else.
Yeah.
Welcome back. I'm Adrian Lovino. I'm here alongside Heather Marquez. Bullard up 5-0 against the Tigers this evening here at the Bullard Aquatic Center. And Bullard is absolutely putting a show as well as Peterson.
Yes, I'm impressed. I'm actually a little surprised by the score too, because last time these two met, I believe it was in a tournament here locally.
Uh-huh.
Bullard just won by 1,
Uh-huh.
and so here we are sitting at the half, and they're up by 5. So, pretty impressive.
As I
Nice
mentioned,
change, some good growth through the season.
as I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, this is a rivalry matchup here, and you don't see anything really happening for Edison right now. It's one of those things where I think the emotion should be ramped up.
Yeah, I don't. Bullard doesn't look worried. Let's say that.
As you mentioned, Austin Peterson having a great evening out here. Scored multiple goals. Edison sit third place in Division 3 standings as well as the CMAC. For Bullard, they're in first place in the CMAC at 5-0, and they're looking to challenge for the top spot in the Division 1 standings. But Buchanan, Redwood, and Porterville are all jockeying for that top spot as well.
That's a tough bracket there.
For sure. Take a highlights for the first couple quarters here. Peterson absolutely proving himself. Pretty much everything he went to the cage, he's making. Absolutely fantastic time. Edison had plenty of chances off the crossbar as well as the post. Just unlucky here tonight. Welcome back to the Bullard Aquatic Center between the matchup between the Bullard Knights and the Edison Tigers. The Knights up 5-0. Austin Peterson absolutely showing what he can do, scoring multiple goals. Edison looking to create some type of momentum as Adam Crumpy looks to work it in. Young with the ball for the Tigers. Knights will win it back on a foul. Bullard in the blue caps, Edison in the white. Ball sent out to Minch. An ejection for the Tigers. Michael Wheel called. Saying. Williams saying. Goes to Peterson. Peterson takes a shot and it goes in. From the outside this time, showing what he can do.
That's what you have to do in those man-up situations. Just pass it around. They don't have somebody to cover everybody. You have to find that open man, and you know, you pass it from wing to wing, and that goalie gets out of position. That goalie gets out of position. That's your shot to take.
So on the wing, Peterson read the play perfectly. Catches McIntyre out of position, as you mentioned. Tigers have absolutely no answer this evening. Bullard crashing. Trying to preserve the shutout. Malcolm Wanless sends it around. Esteban Cervantes' shot gets stuffed by Coleman. We keep on talking about Peterson, but Coleman's had a great night here tonight too.
Absolutely.
Woodward looking around, trying to hold off Seth Freeman. Sends it out to Patton. Williams with the second. Shot clock will go off against the Knights. Freeman. Give it out wide. Cervantes on the wing. Played into Young. Great defense by Bullard. Pulls off any attempt from Young.
You can see Bullard's not worried about that outside person. They'll crash off the point every time they got that steal. Twice in a row that's happened.
Down the wing goes Woodward. Woodward elects to send it out wide to Samano. Samano trying to work it in to Williams. Shot taken by Kasayan. Kasayan Shot gets stuffed on McIntyre. So we do have an update really quick. As Edison's roster has Zachariah McIntyre, on one, but actually it's Nate Martin in goal for Edison with a 1A cap. So we're going to apologize for that mistake, as Nate Martin is in goal for Edison. Williams. Saying. The timeout by the Tigers.
That's too bad he called that timeout right when he did. It looked like maybe Edison had an opportunity for something to develop there, 2-on-1. But, you know, a coach sometimes sees things from his vantage point, and maybe he wants to give them the time to go down, not eat up his shot clock swimming down the pool. So he'll have this opportunity to go get his guys set up.
You have 3 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. What are you looking for? Are you looking to create anything so can have any momentum going to four?
Say again?
You're here in the third. You have 3 minutes left. What are you trying to do here?
Well, if I'm Bullard, just keep doing a lot of what you're doing.
Uh-huh.
You don't have to change a thing. I mean, the score 6-0 shows that. Edison, they really need to shut down Bullard's counterattack.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that comes from anticipating better. Bullard certainly has them beat on some speed. But they do need to stop that, you know, the one on nobodies, 2-on-1s.
Nate Martin will restart it and give it quickly to Wallace. Capitan will get back to Wallace.
Stop trying to force that in the middle.
They get crashed once again.
Another turnover.
Boy looking to break. Ball sent in to Patton. Patton takes a shot and it skips in.
Nice turn. That was a nice move.
For the 7th Bullard goal of the evening.
A lot of times that defender there in the middle is trained to
take another look at Patton's shot. Beauty, wasn't that one?
Yeah, he really created that separation. A lot of times that defender's role is to foul him right away when the ball comes in, but he had too much space. He has those long arms and created space, so the defender couldn't get to him, couldn't foul him, got the shot off. That's where a goalie does not want the shot coming from. That's why you'll see 2-3 guys crashing down the middle.
Bullard take it away once again as the Tigers turn it over. Missed opportunity for Kosian. Martin would send it to wing. But again, another turnover for the Tigers. Quickly, Peterson.
Oh, he's got 5 meter.
Yeah, 5 meter for the Knights.
Yeah, when he has the ball like that and he's in position, just him in the cage, you can't get on their back. Can't take that shot away from them.
Peterson, 5 meter, makes it. And it'll be at 8-0 Knights. They're absolutely running away with it. Wholesale changes for the Tigers. Damien Young will check back in. So will Tyler Mark Eich. Wallace Goes over. Still looking to dish it off. Goes inside to Young. Young trying to turn. Likes to get to the open man.
There we go.
Mensch can't convert. That was the Tigers' opportunity.
Yeah, that's exactly the things I was talking about earlier. Is he had nobody around him. Complete shot at the cage. Can't turn it into a goal.
Well, looking to get sent in Peterson. Peterson was getting held off by Adam Crumpy. Down the lines goes Wallace. Wallace on the wing. Peels back. Looks around. Trying to force it in. It's Kapetian. Coleman.
So here we go. Sahak has the one-on-none.
Goes in. His shot gets saved by Martin. Martin. Neymar will play it up. Still looking for a teammate. Finally gives it. Kapetian. 10 seconds on the shot clock. 5. 1 second remaining. Takes a shot from distance. Skips wide. Knight still shutting out the Tigers.
Sometimes you don't want to just take that shot because you're running out of time. That puts the ball right into the goalie's hands, and Bullard's speed has proven to be a problem for Edison. They could easily get a counterattack in that situation again.
Shot taken by Coleman, and Coleman makes it.
Unbelievable. That was great. I feel like we have our, let's see, Nate Martin in there was totally caught off guard. Yeah,
for sure.
He was not prepared for that shot.
Jacob Coleman beats Nate Martin with the clock winding down going into the 4th. Wow, is all I can say for that one.
Yeah, sometimes as a goalie, the other goalie's holding the ball. You think, okay, there's a few seconds left on the clock. We're just going to let the clock run out. Totally caught off guard, unexpected, takes a shot. Because really, you think, why would you take a shot? We're up 8-0. You don't need to take those long shots, but I guess he wanted to practice.
We saw Coleman try that earlier, and it didn't work. And this time, he finally gets it.
Made it happen.
So Bullard up 9-0 here at the Bullard Aquatic Center. Welcome back for CMAX Sports on AT&T as well as Comcast. I'm Agent Love, and alongside Heather Marquez. And Bullard has absolutely been on fire here tonight. Look at this replay for you on CMAX Sports. What a shot by Peterson, beating Martin. Looks to be highlight. Martin forcing as well as Woodward with that nice lob shot that stayed out. We called Austin Peterson's name a bunch of times here tonight, and for good reason, with his technical ability he's shown here.
He's having a heck of a game. I think it's nice to have a leader like that in the pool. It makes you able to sub more. You get your get other people in, get some playing time.
As we look at McIntyre and Martin warming up, both goalies for the Tigers. Shocked at the scoreline. Edison looking to break their scoreless drought here. You don't want to be shut out here on the road.
Yeah, they want to get something on the board.
In September, Edison lost to Bullard as well 9-3. And the Knights beat Edison 13-7 the 26th of September. So in those games, they put up goals. And something different is here happening tonight.
You know, as the season goes on, teams grow, people progress. It's all about the work you put in and the time you put in.
And if you're Bullard, this is the perfect time to peak. Peterson looking to counter. Peterson has space. Turns back. Likes not to take the shot.
Didn't see that guy behind him.
Gets fed back to Peterson. Gets taken away. Nice defense by the Tigers. For Bullard, they have 2 games remaining. First, they get in Sanger over there on the road. Then they'll come back here October 26th against San Joaquin Memorial to close out their season. For the Tigers, they have Madera South on the road. They have Madera the 24th, and Bullard gets on the board. That looks to be number 12 for Bullard, Fabian Samano. Take another look at this one. Samano rising up, beating McIntyre, who is now in the cage for the Tigers.
A lot of times that glory goes to the person who makes the goal, but as we can see on that play, a lot of it had to do with the assist as well. Perfect ball placement on some of those passes really make the difference.
Nice get whistled for the foul. Edison moving around, looking to have any kind of space to find the back of the cage. Trying to force it in. Bullard once again stop it.
Looks like Williams reached up in mid-stroke and just grabbed that out of the air. Didn't even get to the goalie.
Coleman plays it to Peterson. Kasayan looking around. Gives it back to Peterson. Peterson looking to give it to the wing to Samano.
Turnover. He's throwing his head back.
So Samano gets called for that one. Wheel breaking down for Edison. Wheel running in to Williams. Williams holding him off, making life difficult for Wheel. Wheel sends it to Mark Eich. Bullard take it away. Jacob Coleman with an amazing goal to close out the third quarter. He looks around, gives it to Woodward. Woodward sends it to Williams.
Wow.
Williams takes a shot, beats McIntyre to his inside post. 11-0 Knights.
Looks like there was just some confusion on the defense's part there. Somebody was left wide open.
Take another look at this one. What a goal.
Yeah, he didn't have anybody around him. In that situation, you know, Edison really has to fix some things. They found the open man. Edison saw where the open man was, and they took the time for someone to swim all the way over there. Well, the shot's going to get off before that happens. So they need to notice something like that and shift everybody over. Then it's just a real quick. Oh.
And Edison get their first goal.
There they go. On the board, number 6.
Dimitri Capitan puts the Tigers on the board, breaks the shutout for the Knights with 4:24 remaining in the fourth quarter.
That just skipped right under the goalie's arm, right across the top of the water.
At this point for the Knights, are you upset they lost the shutout? Is it one of those little things that you want to have?
Sometimes, you know, you want to set those goals. You want to have the bragging rights. But at this point, it looks like the win for the Knights. And when you walk away from the pool, when all is said and done, that's what you want.
Wheel takes a shot, goes just wide of the cage. Coleman. We'll get it to Vasconcelos, who just checked in. Goes out to Woodward. Woodward looking to take a shot, go inside. One of those mix between the shot and the pass.
It looked like he was trying to do a backdoor pass on that in that center position. but it kind of looked like a lob too. So
Ball's out to Freeman. Freeman dishes it off.
5 meter.
Couldn't get a shot off, but gets fouled. So a 5-meter shot coming up for the Tigers. Capitan against Jacob Coleman. The sub coming on for the Tigers. Damian Young will be coming back in. Vahe Ohanian will come off for Edison. 5-meter goes in for Capitan as he beats Jacob Coleman to give the Tigers their second goal of the evening. So the Tigers trying to find something. A little too late though.
Yeah, at this point, we're looking at, I think, too big of a gap for them to come back.
3 minutes remaining.
But they could be wearing Bullard down a little because if they're getting some points on the board.
Bullard. Send it out. Samano looking around.
Really working.
Takes a shot.
Turnover.
Goes in, but it will not count. He meant to do the turnover.
He used his arm to push off to get that separation for the shot.
Esteban Cervantes. Foul called on Peterson. Shot
Nice
by the
block.
Tigers. Gets sent away by Jacob Coleman as he blocks it. Scoreboard has changed to 11-2 here at Bullard. Cap comes off for the night. Looks to be Samano's cap that came off.
So Bullard's they're just out, they're manhandling them, they're outplaying them. They're outplaying Edison. You can see that Bullard they've got the strength when the ball's on the outside perimeter with Edison, they're just pushing them out. They're pushing them out. Further away they get, the worse that shot.
And you mentioned the word manhandle. They beat St. Joseph in their last matchup 11-3, as well as Paso Robles 10-5, so they're making a habit out of this. And it's certainly not a bad thing if you're head coach Steve Spear.
Absolutely not. Good awareness by Bullard watching that clock. They see they're about to run out of time, toss it to the corner, make the goalie use up that time to go get it so they can make it down the pool.
Wheel looking around, gets fouled. Tigers looking to set up. Foul called on Vasconcelos.
It's too jammed up in there. Look at it. There's four blue caps and 1 white cap, and it's still, they're putting the ball in there.
That's a common thing we've seen tonight, right?
They did get the ball back.
Coleman coming up huge with another block.
He's having an amazing game.
Coleman and Peterson have certainly shown what they can do this evening. Timeout called. Looks for the night. As head coach Steve Spear will look to calm down his boys. You're watching boys water polo on CMAX Sports as well as AT&T and Comcast. Here at the Bullard Aquatic Center, absolute perfect evening. Tigers down 2-11 on this road showdown for them. Bullard has had the momentum all night since the beginning of the first quarter.
They've taken charge of the game since the first whistle.
And Austin Peterson has had a great game out here as well, scoring multiple goals. But don't forget about Jacob Coleman. making great blocks and saves in his cage, as well as that amazing goal.
Yeah, and the goal himself.
You can't forget about that one, right? Ball played into Peterson. Goes to Woodward. Foul called against Young.
We got an ejection.
Yep. Looks to be Malcolm Wildness.
Bullard's taking their time, letting their team get set up in their man-up formation.
Couldn't take advantage, being a man up. Weak shot taken by Damian Young. Goes straight to Coleman.
I think Tobin Williams
Got contact on it?
Yeah, he grabbed that out of before the shot got off. He took that right away.
Williams with the ball.
Bullard's
Gets
very
back to
spread
Peterson.
out right now. Look how far down. Half their team isn't even on the.
They'll throw it out. Pass looks to be intended for Zach Spragogian.
What he wants to do is throw it to the corner so that because the shot clock's about to run out,
Yeah.
and they have to swim over and get it. However, he overshot his mark, threw it out. In that situation, the bench gets to throw in a fresh ball to the goalie. The goalie doesn't have to swim at all.
Lucky break for the
Yeah.
Tigers. That's for sure. As you mentioned, the intent was there. Just couldn't pull it off.
Shot clock's off.
And that is the final. The Knights defend their home pool, defeating the Edison Tigers 11-2. Hit the Bullard Aquatic Center. It was all Jacob Coleman and Austin Peterson here tonight, showing their stuff as the Knights improve to 14-2 and remain undefeated in the CMAC. 6-0 is their mark right now. What a run they're having. Welcome back to the CMAC Sports. I'm Nathan Lovin alongside Heather Marquez. What do you see out here from Bullard tonight?
What we saw was just Bullard coming out, taking charge of the game, manhandling the Tigers. The Tigers couldn't defend what Bullard brought to the pool here. They couldn't put goals in the cage. The scoreboard shows it. It reflects it.
With just a couple games remaining, what do you hope the Knights keep on continuing going into the playoffs?
Well, Bullard's doing all the right things. They've got the counterattack. They shut out shots from the middle. Their last two games, the next one should be too tough. Their final game is going to be against Memorial, who Bullard is in first right now in the CMAC. Memorial's in second. So that might be a good game to watch.
As you mentioned, San Joaquin Memorial is 5-1 in the season coming into tonight. So let's see what happens with them. And that could be just a showdown right there for first place.
Absolutely.
So
I think we have some highlights here.
Take a look. Peterson, as you mentioned, all night beating Nate Martin as well as Zachariah McIntyre. You can't say enough about him, what he did. Don't forget about Spencer Woodward as well, creating assists left and right, especially with that lob shot almost that got in. Bullard just absolutely dominated as Coach Steve Spears trying to make an appearance on here. Coach Steve Spears certainly has his voice playing well here down the stretch, and that's something you want to see if you're a Knight fan.
Absolutely. This is a good time of the season to peak. Going into the final few games and playoffs.
If you're Edison right now, I mean, yeah, this is a loss, but you still have something to work for. You still have a good 4 games remaining. What do you keep on telling yourself and tell your team here at the end of the game to keep them motivated and keep on having the collective effort for the rest of the matches?
I would say if I was the coach of Edison and going home and going back to practice, I'd say we need to work on our shots, our pressured shots. A lot of times you'll see teams in warm-up like they're doing now, just taking shots from the outside. But Edison really needs to work on taking those shots with pressure on them. Bullard had great defense. They were pressuring them, and they just kept backing Edison up when they had the ball.
So that is Bullard defeats the Tigers 11-2 here at the Bullard Aquatic Center. For Heather Marquez, I'm Agent 11 saying good night from CMAX Sports as well on Comcast and AT&T.